All right. We'll do some wall sit stuff. And oh, you know what? Shoot. I forgot to grab, we're going to use heavy weights today. And I forgot to grab my own heavy weight. So while you guys are warming up with jumping jacks and high knees, I'm going to run really quick and grab my heavy weight. So I'm going to start the timer. All right. Jumping jacks. My warm up is running through my house. All right, let's see. High knees, if you haven't switched yet. And I'll try Kelly one more time. And moving into those straight leg kicks. 2, 1, right here. That Luna's not more willing to lead the warm up. All right, we're gonna hug that knee into our chest. Right here, hug it in, find your balance. Use a wall for support if you need it. Roll that ankle out. Shoulders down. And switch sides. Roll those shoulders back and down. Inchworms in 2, 1. Right here, nice and tall. Hinge, walk it out. And up. And release. All right. First round, we're going to do a step forward lunge, alternating. We're going to do that grapevine. I think we've only done it once, but we're going to take our heavy weight, and it's going to be really tight and slow. And you can just sort of go the length of your mat. You can hold the weight here or up overhead. We're going to do our curl, our breakdance plank, and an earthquake version down on the mat. Okay, so with that step forward lunge, you can use weight or no weight. 2, 1, right here. Plant that heel, drop that back knee, and step back. So careful that when you plant that front heel, you're not continuing to drive that knee forward. Just come on down. Helps to make sure your hands have a spot behind your head, on your hips. Maybe you need them out to the side. Keep that chest up. Watch it not pitching forward. 5 seconds here. And we're going to grab our heavy weight for that grapevine. And right here. Just keep it nice and slow and tight. So you're going to get a lot more out of this holding a heavy weight or 2 heavy-ish weights up overhead. This is the goal, is to keep yourself nice and engaged and keep it controlled. So just work the length of your mat, back and forth. Whoop. Good, 10 seconds here. And we're gonna grab our weights we use for curls and do some curls with a slow release. And down. Just regular old curls. Curl up for 1, release, 3, 2, 1, and up. Release, 3, 2, 1, and up. Release, 3, 2, 1, and up. Release, 3, 2, 1. Good core engagement, keeping it real steady everywhere else in your body. And curl. Release, 3, 2, 1, and up. Release, 3, 2, 1. Down to your mat. Come into plank, and you're gonna pick up your right knee, kick it through, drop your hip, tap with your left hand, and other side. You don't have to tap your foot with your hand, and it's okay to be bending your knees to do so. You want to be doing this slow and controlled, so you're not using momentum and swinging around. Good. 3 seconds here, and we're onto our bottom with a little earthquake right here. Grab a weight, and you're here, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Reaching for that opposite foot, so come into the right, reaching left, come into the left, reaching right. Good. We're gonna come back up to standing for our step forward lunge in 8 seconds. Sky is clear, but I feel like I can still smell that smoke. And here's your step forward lunge. You can add weights to this, but not at the risk of compromising your form. We have 10 seconds here. We have our grapevine. 3, 2, and 1. Up overhead. Keep it nice and tight. So check in with your core. Kegels should be squeezing. And then your abdominal muscles, squeezing bottom to top. Shoulder blades down your back. You need to look at something that's not moving as you move across to help with the balance. Keep that tailbone tucked even as you're stepping. 3, 2, and 1. And here we go with our curls. Time we're curling up. 3, 2, 1. Release. Up for 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 3, 2, 1. Release. Good. Plank break dancer coming up next in 3, 2, and 1. Good. Little earthquakes coming up in 8 seconds. 2 and 1. Down, up, down, up. Good. Stay with me here. Step forward lunge coming up in 3, 2, and 1. Trying to hit those 90-degree angles with your knees. So it's 90 here, 90 here. So if you have short legs like me, your reach probably doesn't feel that far. If you have longer legs, it can be a little bit farther. Good, 8 seconds here, and then we have our grapevine. 2 and 1. Up overhead. Good core engagement. Good. Over and under with the legs. Remember to modify and bring your weight here if that's where you need to be. So you know me, I'd always rather you modify than stop. No stopping. 3, 2, and 1. Good, weight down, curls. This time we're gonna work it slow up and down. So 3, 2, 1, release. 3, 2, 1. Up, 2, 1, and down. 2, 1, and up. 2, 1, and down. 2, 1, and up. 2, 1, and down. 2, 1. We got some busy squirrels today. 2, 1, and down. 2. Are there babies? And 5 seconds. Sorry. Squirrels so distracting. And release. All right. Down for your break dancer. Busy with their nest again. So one way to reach that foot is to drop that hip. Okay. Good. Stay with me. 10 seconds here. And then we have that earthquake. 3, 2, and 1. Earthquake variation, I should say. Seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Good, get your water. So, coming up, we're gonna do our single leg deadlift. We'll work right then left, our face pull row. Our walking push-up. So it's not the up down, but the walking side to side. And then we're gonna do bottoms up, which is just like a reverse crunch, but a different variation. So with your single leg deadlift, I want to show you real quick what it's gonna look like, and I'm gonna face you because so you're gonna pick your favorite leg or start on your right. I'll probably be calling right, left. You're gonna come here. I want you to bend through this standing leg and bring those weights sort of across your body and then come up, okay? You could, if you prefer, you can just stay here and work this. If you wanna come all the way up and give yourself an overhead press, you can do that. All right, starting with that right leg, 2, 1, and go. So bend that knee, cross those weights in front of that leg, bring it up into a row. You want you to come all the way to standing, overhead press. Back, single leg squat, cross those weights in front of that leg, row, press. You can always take that press out of it if you want to, so this would work a little more balance, right? Staying right here. You can tap that back foot down if you need a little more support. Crossing that weight in front of the leg kind of challenges your balance a little bit. That's for me anyway. And release, other side. And squat, cross those weights in front, come up into your row. If you want, add that overhead press. Whatever you did on your first leg, do the same on your second so you're balanced. You can always switch it up on the second or third round. If you need to have a wall nearby, that's another way to support yourself. Try to look at something that's not moving. Good core engagement. 3, 2, and 1. Grab your weights, light or medium, and do that face pull row. So thumbs up, elbows come wide, tailbone tucked, they're right in front of your face, and you pull it to the sides of your cheeks. Good. Keep shoulder blades driving down, and as you pull, they squeeze together, right? The squirrels are super busy. 5 seconds here. And we have our walking push-up and release. Come on down. Maybe start at one end of your mat. Take a push-up, step wide, cross your hand over, bring your feet together, push up. Push up. Work the other way. Take your time. I want your push-up. I want you to have your best form. So give yourself a second to set up if that's what you need to do. 5 seconds and then we're on our back on the mat. All right. Bottoms up right here. So crunch here, bottoms up. Use those abdominal muscles. Think about bringing that pelvic bone closer to that rib cage. Put it in your abdominal muscles, not in the momentum. And release. Come on up to standing. Ready for that single leg deadlift, squat, and cross row. with your kegels and your abdominal engagement. Take your time. You don't need to rush through this. And switching legs right here. Remember, your sides are different, so give yourself a couple seconds to figure out what your other side needs. Ten seconds here. And release. Here's your face pull. I'm gonna try my 5s this time. Good. Keep that tailbone tucked. Squeeze those kegels. Shoulders down. Those elbows are up and wide. Remember, you're bringing it to your face. Eight seconds here. And release. Come on down to that walking push-up. Step, cross, set up, push up. Step, cross, set up, push up. Step, cross, set up, push up. Two, one. Here's your bottoms up. Remember, you're using your abdominal muscles to curl that pelvic bone towards that rib cage. So no one's pulling on their head. This isn't happening. Just your bottom. Head and shoulders stay static. Last 3 seconds. Come on up. And ready for that single leg deadlift. This is your last time through. Again, whatever you do on that first leg, do on that second leg. Checking in. Your kegels are being squeezed. Your abdominal muscles are engaged. The glute of that lifted leg is being squeezed, used. 5 seconds here, and we switch sides. And release. Remember to give yourself a break, working into that second side. You shouldn't have released anything. Kegels and abdominal muscles should still be engaged. Ten seconds here. Left hip is definitely my wonkier hip. And here we go. Face pull row. Right here. Thumbs are up. Elbows pull wide and high. Shoulder blades down. Squeeze those shoulders. Squeeze them to pull them back. Good. Stay with me, 10 more seconds here. We're down to the mat for our push-ups. And release. Step, cross, set up, push up. Step, cross, set up, push up. Good, stay with me. Oh, there we go. Bottoms up. Done. It doesn't look like much. All right, round 3. So we're gonna do our narrow squat with our overhead press. Come down for tricep push-ups, and then over to the wall for our wall sit with some curls. And then we're gonna come down to the mat for our bridge walkout and our plank with the weight drag. So you might want your heavier weight for this. I know you all know this, but I'm just gonna review it really quick. So you have your weight. It helps to have your feet wide. You have your weight to one side, and you're gonna pick up that opposite hand and pick it up for the other side, and pick it up for the other side. And you're just gonna keep moving back and forth, okay? All right, so that's that one. Now squat with overhead press. Let's go. And here it is. So again, good engagement in those kegels. Watch those wrists, keep them nice and neutral. Good. 4 seconds here, and we come down for our tricep push-ups. Right here. Take those triceps, so hands nice and close, elbows keep close, and up and down. Priority should be full range of motion and form, so that means you need to be on your knees. Get on your knees. Keep your gaze slightly ahead. 15 more seconds here. Two, one, wall sit. Here's your wall sit, arms against the wall, curl it up. The low back, ribs, shoulders and arms. Everything stays there. Hi, little squirrel. Good. 10 seconds here. And come on down. So we got our, oh, it's our bridge. Sorry. Bridge first, and then our plank drag. So you can have your weight up, and you're gonna walk it out and walk it back. Modify by putting your weight down. And then you could choose hands by your side or up overhead. Squeeze those kegels, squeeze those abdominal muscles. Good. Here's our plank drag. Ugh. All right, set yourself up, wide feet. Opposite hand grabs it and takes it across. Other side. Keep those hips facing the ground. No twisting in the torso. If you're doing a lot of twisting and you feel like you're fighting, grab a lighter weight. 5 seconds here. Narrow squat, overhead press. You press up. Check that your spine is staying nice and extended and not curving. Nice, straight, strong back. Three, two, one. Tricep push-ups here. Keep those arms tucked in. Elbows point behind you when you come down. Wall sit is next. Here's your wall sit. Get on that wall. Do your curls. Sorry, I'm just moving my timer so you can see it. All right. Look straight ahead. Nice and tall through that torso. Keep those arms on that wall. Don't let them peel off. 3, 2, and 1. Bridge with the walkout. Weight or no weight, up to you. As your feet are walking out, your hips are staying up. Nothing's dropping. You can challenge yourself. So you can go walk out a little farther. What that feels like. Plank with weight drag is coming up. Here it is. Nice. Squeeze those kegels. Tuck that tailbone. Keep it nice and strong when you pick up that weight. No wiggling around. No fluffy fishes. Three, two, and one. Good. Squat with narrow press. Good. Last time through this set. I ordered more weights, heavier weights. They won't be here until like October 13th. So we'll just keep making do. And here's your tricep push up. Use those kegels all the way up through your abdominal muscles. Ten seconds here. 2, 1, up to your wall sit. I think the squirrels are collecting material from our neighbor's tree to bring it to the nest in our tree. You hear them on both sides. Making a mess. Good. Keep looking ahead. Everything on that wall. Last 3, 2, and 1. Here's your bridge. Maybe also check in, see what leg you're leading with, and see about leading with your other leg. Keep those hips up. Good. Put the weight drag is next. Set yourself up and drag that weight. Tuck that tailbone. Squeeze those kegels. 10 seconds. And get your water. All right, round 4. We got some good mornings. Use your heavy weight for those. You know how we always do our curl, rotate, pull? From the pull, we're gonna do press. And then come back and release. Okay, so we're adding a press to that. We got some side plank and some C-star crunch. So, good stuff. So grab your curl weights. Grab your heavy weight for that good morning. And here it is. Shoulders down, hinge at those hips. Squeeze your bottom to come back up. Okay. Keep that slight pinch in your shoulders to keep that back nice and flat. So if you have a window or a mirror and you can see yourself, I recommend using that. You want that nice flat back, knees are soft. And watch that you're pinching those shoulder blades together. You want to avoid this, none of that. Keep them together. Good. 10 seconds here. There's a lot to think about with this one. And here's our curl. So curl, rotate, pull, push. Curl, rotate, pull, push. Curl, rotate, pull, push. Curl, rotate, pull, push. Good. Last 10 seconds. Curl, rotate, pull, push, and release. Come on down for some side plank. Just pick your favorite side. Come on up. We're just gonna hold it right here at star. If you like, you can do star from your knee, okay? We're just holding. This is a long hold, so modify when and where you need to. You just modify like this. You can bring that knee down. Good, stay with me. I'm gonna switch sides right here. Same thing. So whatever you did on that first side, you're doing it on this side. Imagine you're in between two planes of glass. You're not going back and forth. Stay with me here, 10 seconds. Two, one. Oh, God. Okay, C-star crunch. Legs as wide as your mat. Crunch up. Reach for that opposite leg. If this crunching motion is hard, you could do some kick downs like this or some opposite ones, okay? So work where you need to. Ten seconds here, and stand up for those good mornings. Here we go. Whoop. Facing the sun. You're not a reader. For a little pinch in those shoulder blades. Keep that back nice and flat. Two, one. Here's our curl. Curl, rotate, pull, push. 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 10 seconds. Curl, rotate, pull, push. Good. Side plank coming up. And release. Back onto that first side. Right here, we're gonna work our taps. Tap forward, tap back. Tap forward, tap back. Good. Try and clear that leg. I think I'm losing people. People gotta get their kids on equipment for school or get to work. 10 seconds. We're gonna work that other side. 2 and 1. Ugh. 45 seconds is a long time for seconds. That's what I've decided. Good. Ten seconds here. Last 3, 2, and 1. Good. Good mornings. Coming up at 10. Shoulders down your back. A little pinch together. I lost them when they're trying to get back in. Yeah, there we go. Fifteen seconds here, and then we have our curls. That rotate, pull, and push. And release. Curl, rotate, pull, push. Curl, rotate, pull, push. Curl, rotate, pull, push. Curl, rotate, pull, push. Good. Check in with your back. Nothing's wiggling around back there. You're nice and strong. And release. Come down, side plank. We're gonna take our twist this time. So hand behind your head and twist. And twist. If this is bothersome for you and you need to do something else, you can go back to what we were doing or add a little hip drop. Ten seconds here, and we're going to switch sides. And release. And twisting on that other side. We might have a little extra time, a little bonus. We work some balance. 10 seconds. Oh, good job. And C-star crunch here. "15 seconds. Stay with me. Release. All right, let's see what kind of time we have. We have 1 minute. Well, I mean, we can do whatever we want, really, but let's just work our balance for a hot second. So remember this one where we brought our knee up to our chest, and then you can either stay here, and you can use a wall if you need a wall. And if you want to be a little more challenged, you can grab your foot and extend. And again, you could do this at the wall. So we're going to do each side. So go ahead and pick your side you want to start with. On 3, 2, 1. Bring that knee up to your chest. Give yourself a little twist. And when you feel ready, if you feel ready, grab that outside of that foot. Breathe. Stay with me. And release. All right, same thing on the other side. Bring that knee up to your chest. Twist. And when you feel ready, grab the outside of that foot and extend it long. Keep breathing. Five seconds. Woo. And release. Ah. All right, let's stretch. We kind of got a little bit of a stretch with that, but we're gonna do some more. All right, nice straddle here, and nice inhale up, and exhale, hinge forward. Same here. Nod your head yes, shake it no. You can grab opposite elbows and swing a little bit. Take your feet a little wider. And I want you to walk over your right, hug your right leg, and bend through your left knee. Okay. Go ahead and release that. Come through center. Pet your cat. Lift your left leg. Bend your right knee. He's been a little turkey at night. He gets up and scratches my office chair and eats my paperwork. Cute. All right, release, come through center. Let's go ahead and roll ourselves up nice and actually from here, let's do a little cat cow from like right here. So hands on your knees and go ahead and arch your back like a cat and then inhale into cow. And arch, exhale into cat. And inhale into cow. So just sort of that flexion and extension of your spine. Getting in that inhale and that exhale. And go ahead and come to neutral. And we're going to finish just rolling ourselves up nice and easy. I want to get a nice quad stretch. So go ahead and put one foot into that same side hand. Push the top of that foot into that hand, nice and tall. Give your hips a slight push forward. Opposite hand can come up or onto a wall, wherever you need it to be. You can stay here if you want to push a little bit more into that hand and come forward a little bit without losing your engagement here. You can do that. And release that. Bring that foot down. Switch sides. Push the top of that foot into your hand, hips slightly push forward. Opposite hand up. You can stay here, or if you want to intensify that stretch a little bit, push that leg up. Keep your engagement in your core. So this looks different for everybody. And release back to neutral and down. Let's do our shoulders, roll our shoulders back a few times. And bring them forward. Nice big inhale. And exhale. And one more time. And exhale. Nice work, you guys. Have a fantastic weekend. And I'll see you next week.
Thanks, Molly.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Have a good weekend too.
Bye, you guys. Have a good weekend.
Bye.